Back to our Livewire Laravel Livewire course. So in the last video we discussed about how we can set up Laravel, right? And we discussed how it works, right? We created one component greeting, and we check how we can use the component in our Laravel blade file and how this works. So in this video we are going to discuss about the actions in Laravel. So for that I think, so firstly let me just clear this body and let me create one new body, and here I can use my old livewire greeting, right? My blade file. Okay, so if I go to my greeting blade, here we have this text, but let me just remove this. Okay, hello code daily. So we discussed about this in the last video, right? So now what I am going to do is how we can create the actions in our Livewire. So I am just using the same blade component, and we have the blade file, we have the greeting component here where we have the name. So actions are simply the methods in our component in our Laravel, right? Let's suppose I have an action, so we change this name to any other names, right? So suppose I will say public function change name. Okay, and okay, this is, so if I click on this name, so hello from Livewire, I think hello will be already there. Let's say from Livewire, right? So now this is the action, right? But now the thing is how we can use it or how we can call it. So to call that, we have a simple, let me create one button. Okay, it has already given me the hint. Okay, wire click. So let me just remove this first. So button change them. So if you remember, in the JavaScript we use like this, right? At the red click and the method name. Same method works here. Almost all the browser dispatched events are, we can call it. So but everyone is prefixed by wire, right? So now I can say wire click and then pass the name of the method that I want to call, and the method name is change name. So that's it. Now whenever I click on change name, it calls my function change name here, and then here you can see I have modified the name property, right, from Livewire. So it should reflect here. Let's try it. Let me refresh it. I have this button. If you, okay, let me just add a class here, border 2, just to make it okay. So here you can see I have code daily. If I click on change name, then from Livewire. So how this works? So if you go to network tab, and let me refresh the page. So every every Livewire function calls one method, that is update method. If you have if you have checked this on the filament also, that's the same thing, right? So we go to Livewire update method every time, and inside that method, if you see the payload, you can see we have passed the components, and in the components we have a calls method, and inside there is a name. We can pass method parameters, which we don't have it, and the path, and then the snapshot of the data, what was there, the data will be sent here. And if you see the response here, it's almost in the same format. Now this, we get components snapshot, which will have the data, right? So now the data is changed from Livewire, right? And if you click here, here is the HTML component that we need. Everything is here. Suppose if you see the wire ID is 61gk, and if I go here inside element and click here you can see the wire ID. So this is how the Livewire works. So for each and every action or any method, the update method is hit. Suppose Now let's suppose there is another way to do this also. Suppose I used wire here, right? But there is one magic method. Since we are just updating the name here, suppose I am just updating a static name, so what I can do is instead of there I can have the use the set, right? This is the magic method, and if I pass the name, and I can pass anything to the name, suppose no hello Laravel, let's say, right? So now if I refresh here, and hello code daily, which is code daily is our starting method. I am not calling this method. If you see here, there is no change name here. So now if I click here, you can see hello Laravel. So if you have a specific or simple method that we need to set, we can use the set method, right? Okay, let me control Z this. So now how we can pass the parameter? It's so simple. Just we need change name, and let's suppose I want to pass the parameter from here, hello params. Okay, so now the params is same as we used to do in the normal Laravel, right? So I can say $name, so name will be here, and I will just replace the name. That's it. So now if I refresh here, hello code change name, hello params. That's it. Now in this way we can pass the params, right? So now let's work on the counter property, sorry, counter game, right? We will quickly create that. Suppose I will just use this, so we will have count 0, and okay, I'm just commenting this out for now. H1 H2 counter game, right? So suppose P, we have our count here. If I see here, now it's 0, perfect. So now we will have two button, increment and decrement, right? Okay, so if you see here, if I refresh here, I have two method now, increment and decrement, right? So it's showing us the error because we don't have any method that. So let's quickly create those methods too here. Now public function, so of course in increment we are going to increment the count, and similarly in decrement we are going to subtract the count, right? If we want the reset method also, public function reset, let's say reset count, then what we are going to do, we are going to set count is equals to 0. That's it. So let me create the button here for reset. Okay, I have just changed this to reset count. So let me refresh this. Now if you see here, we have increment, decrement, reset count, and I created those particular method here. So in increment, if I click on increment, it should increase the count value. If I click on decrement, okay, it's not working as expected. Okay, count is here, increment is here. Let me see what I have done. I've done something. Okay, decrement, okay, so okay, that slash is causing the issue. So if you see here, now increment, the counter is increment. If I click on decrement, it's decrease, and if I click on reset, it's 0. So there is another magic method too for resetting. If you want to reset, I can say reset and then pass the name of the properties. That's it. I can do this also, right? Increment, decrement, and reset. So in this way we can create a simple counter game. So this is all about the actions. So in the next video we are going to use the data binding method. So we'll create a form and play with that. Thank you.